Why do we do what we do? What are the motivations for our actions? What makes what we do so special to us? Why do we choose the activities that we do? What's the drive? What truly makes us happy? Well, these are questions that are not too uncommon. In fact, these are questions that are often asked by people who are just trying to discover themselves, university students, people who have not yet discovered what the purpose of their life is. In this documentary, we hope to answer these questions the best we know how, by asking them. Asking them the people who have accomplished themselves, people who have reached different levels of life, and hopefully, with a little bit of help from Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we can discover what the answer to this big question really is. The Hierarchy of Needs, a classical introduction to American psychological literature. In the year 1943, American psychologist Abraham Maslow proposed that all humans seek to fulfill a hierarchy of needs, which he represented with a pyramid. This pyramid, at its base, had what was called the physiological needs, the fundamental instinctive needs that all humans must fulfill in order to move on to the rest of the pyramid. Everything else would become secondary to these physiological needs until these needs were fundamentally met. Once met, you move on to stage 2, safety and security needs. Needs for employment, health insurance, safe neighborhoods, gated ghettos, shelter from environmental conditions, and so on and so forth. Enter stage 3, the social needs. These include the needs of belonging, love, affection, relationships, such as friendships, romantic attachments, as well as the rapturing of one in social, community, or religious groups. To stage 4, the esteem needs, including the need to have self-worth, social recognition, and accomplishment. Finally, at the pyramid's peak, the stage reserved for the full man, self-actualization. At this point, man would be able to pursue independent personal self-growth, only concerning oneself with his own opinion, less considerate of the opinion of others, fulfilling their full potential. Maslow wrote that those who realize this final stage and every stage of this pyramid would be much happier than those who did not. Now, let's face it. Anyone who's ever completed a psychology class, or any major social science study, has been introduced to Abraham Maslow and his theory of the needs. But the nagging question has always been, where's the proof? Students learn the theory, but scientific research backing this theory is rarely ever mentioned. This point of view is not just echoed by students, but also psychology professors and other popular social science instructors. Professors like Ed Diner of the University of Illinois, who is today renowned for a leading study on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, has put some of Maslow's point of views on the hierarchy to the test. Researchers of the University of Illinois put Maslow's idea to the test using data from 123 different countries representing every major region in the world. These studies produced findings which were startling and quite challenging to the views which are presented to us from the hierarchy on a daily basis. In the World Happiness Report, a study done by the World Institute of Columbia University in 2012, there were findings and conclusions drawn which also strongly question the structure found in Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So where does that leave us? Are we to throw out the baby with the bathwater? Well, no. In this case, we chose university students and tracked their lives to put Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs to the ultimate test, the test of practice.
My name is Jillian Morgan, and this is one of my favorite places in the world.
We will rock you!
Hockey has been a major contributing factor towards my personal happiness since the age of 4. However, it's not the only aspect of my happiness. I ensure that other important factors of life are enjoyed and experienced.
And so the question is, what makes you happy? Let me show you what makes me happy. Introducing part of my family. My cousin Dave, my uncle Chris, who I haven't said hello to, my dad, Vicky, and Lori. It's first of all, sorry. My Nagrama. Hi Nagrama. More people, more relatives. Me in here, cousins, Nicole, people relaxing on my mom's side. Welcome to Easter in the Morgan's house. It's for school. My wonderful boyfriend. Very big contributing factor to my, it's for school, Brad. I'm gonna go outside now. Another big contributing factor to my happiness. Mate. Mrs. Blackwell. Mrs. Blackwell, say hello. Say hello to the camera. Hi. Oh, it's a video. It's a video. Outside, my dog. Hello, Oscar. Oscar, hi, puppy. There's my father there. This is for my school project on the hierarchy of needs.
Oh, the hierarchy of needs.
Yeah, what
show the barbecue.
Oh, yes. That is actually one of the needs.
You can't really see, you can't see the barbecue grill for the beef.
Really?
Well, it's actually...
It's just pure meat.
Yeah.
Look at that. Makes you happy.
Red wine. Cheers.
Red wine.
Red beef.
Oh, perfect. What a prime example. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. That's how you feed the Morgan clan.
No, they're not.
And we have security, my home, structure, property. There's my reflection. Hello, Jillian. I'm coming back inside. Another part of my needs down here. Whoop, whoop.
We gotta do it again.
Spewing offspring. Not for me yet, but a part of my family. Hello, boys. Hi. One of my little cousins. Oh, bang, 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 bang. Look at this. And one of the most important parts, one of the main hierarchy of my needs,
The amount of money.
hockey.
Like pays 10 times that for that.
Here we have Don Cherry, Ron, discussing things. This is a major contributing factor to my hierarchy. Him being one of the major things.
As you can see, I have been blessed with wonderful family and friends. These are the people who taught me how to be happy and have helped me to enjoy my life, even when Maslow's needs have not been reached. There have been times in my life when Maslow's section regarding safety was not fully complete. I haven't always had security of employment, resources, body, since I'm often suffering from hockey injuries, or health. I've personally encountered major health issues, and yet, in all of my 22 years, I have been in a state of contentment and happiness. Despite specific heartbreaks or disappointments, I am in fact happy with my current life and experiences to come. The first and most important of those life factors is family. It is the people in my life, those who are closest to me, that have not only made me happy, but show me what is important in life. They provided me with my initial needs from Maslow's hierarchy, like my first breath, food, water, sex, obviously from my boyfriend, sleep, property, and of course, a strong sense of good morals. As I grew up in a happy lifestyle, I have realized that I already am well on my way, if not already there, to self-actualization. The people in my life all help me towards that.
Aren't you something to admire? Cause you shine on something like a mirror, and I can't help but notice you reflect in this heart of mine. If you ever feel alone and the glare makes me hard to find, just know that I'm always parallel on the other side. Cause with your hand in my hand and a pocket full of soul, I can tell you there's no place we couldn't go. Just put your hand to this one we can't pronounce. Too many goals of that ring, no lucky charms. The maid comes around too much. Diamonds ain't around enough. Too many joy rides in Daddy Jaguar. Too many white lies and white lines, yeah. Super rich kids with nothing but loose ends. Super rich kids with nothing but fake friends. There's nothing like they never see them. And I got this black suit on. I've been rolling around like I'm ready for a funeral. 5 more miles to the road runs out. I'm about to drive in the ocean. I'ma try to swim from something bigger than me.
Webster's dictionary defines happiness as a state of well-being and contentment. Happiness to me? Let me tell you a little bit about my life. That's me. As cliche as it sounds, life is a journey, and happiness is relative to your own perception. I go to UIT. School pretty much takes over my life. When I say school, I don't just mean sitting in a classroom or homework. There's so much more to school than essays and flowcharts. I'm the AVP of University Affairs at UIT. I work for the Student Association, and more importantly, the students. I love my job. This is my dance team.
UOID! 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 Durham! 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 Durham!
Dance is more than a hobby. It is passion. My travels take me near and far. And somehow always lead me to food. These guys are my friends.
Ah, yeah.
Blow it!
I blew 2 off, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Who was the last one, Socks?
Yeah. Oh!
With me through thick and thin. My family is love personified.
Sige na, one scene mo na dancing.
Adventurous.
Okay, so this is us at a beach in Miami. Say hi. Shoot down there. He's up here.
Crazy, but they're mine. This is Carl. He's the love of my life. Brings me more happiness than anything in the world. Crazy, crying, laughing, screaming, fun times. more than the hierarchy could have predicted. I have more than fame, fortune, or favor could provide. Because everyone around me is happy. Happiness is not in what others do for us, but in what we do for others.
Would you have a definition of what defines true happiness?
Happiness is when your heart is doing, and you know what you're supposed to say. When your heart is happy and you're not having to strive and not having to meet other people's needs to make yourself happy, that you're doing something that you feel like you're created to do. It's not something you've been trained for. It's not something that people have told you you're good at or what you feel. It's something that comes from your heart and just something you do naturally. Knowing that you're content doing what you're doing, no matter whether they paid you any amount of money, or if you're being told this is what you have to do. I think the educational system, that's where it fails, is that you're telling people what they should do and how they should do it, without actually having some practical experience, and maybe at the same time finding what's in your heart to do.
All right, here are my friends, Graham and Theo. They are in the play with me, and I have a question for the both of them because it seems to be a question that everybody has a different definition for. All right, my documentary is covering the definition of happiness. What to you defines happiness? Graham or Theo?
Sorry, the definition of happiness?
There's this theory called Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Oh.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, like, do you know about that theory?
No, I remember it in high school. It's basically ranking your basic needs and then kind of going on top to like your needs and then your wants, and that's kind of like happiness.
Yeah. You start off with like eating and going to the bathroom, and then you finish at self-actualization. But really, I mean, like, do you need to do all those steps in order to reach self-actualization? Do you think so? Are there steps to get there?
Not really.
No?
Well, shows your boys. Yeah, just have a good time.
Oh, awesome. It's all these higher thinkers.
Yeah, no.
Oh my gosh. We have a theory on how you can be happy. How's that happening, son? Oh my gosh. Let me think about how I'm going to think about being happy.
Happiness is doing what you like to do.
Yeah, come on. It's not hard.
It's hanging out with people you like to hang out with.
Yeah.
It's living your life the way you want to.
As mentioned at the beginning of the documentary, the integrity of Maslow's hierarchy of needs has not only been questioned in local academia, but it has also been further looked into on the wider spectrum in the academic world. Research done by the University of Columbia in the World Happiness Report, and empirical research done in the University of Illinois through a team led by Ed Diner suggested and showed the following. Fulfillment of more basic needs, money, food, or shelter, were more closely linked to a positive life evaluation. Now, these needs would be considered the lower end needs on the spectrum of the hierarchy of needs. These needs would also influence the way an individual would rank his or her life on a scale of worst to best. But they were not a deciding factor when it came to deciding the enjoyment of one's life. Satisfaction of the higher needs on the scale, such as social support, respect, autonomy, and mastery of a craft, were more strongly related to the concept of enjoying one's life. Now, altogether, there was a third part of the survey, which judged a person's interactions with other people. And studies showed that countries that had a higher value on the collaborative or on the collective had a higher incidence of happiness. So wait, I can be happier if I respect someone else's autonomy? That's right. In the World Happiness Report, research indicated that people have higher life evaluations when others in society have their needs fulfilled, because their needs are also being fulfilled at the same time. Which means that the golden rule has a place here. So wait, Maslow had the right idea but in the wrong way? Yes, unfortunately, there are needs, but there are no steps to individual happiness. Happiness is subjective to one's perception or point of view. It is a team effort. This means that self-actualization can actually be achieved without any contingent or special dependent variables. As shown in the videos, happiness is really contingent to one's relationships and the quality of those relationships with others. If you really want to be happy, you shouldn't be so focused on yourself. You should be focused on just trying to simply make somebody's day.
So your whole class is going to see this?
Well, my teacher.
No. True.
Sick.
We should probably redo this though.
No, it's okay. You can leave it.